I woke up with the most profound visions today. Like straight out of my sleep, I woke up with some very detailed, very specific, very chilling visions and visuals. So I know this is not going to be a general collective channeling message. Like, this message is specifically and strictly for very, very few. It might only literally be for one person. That's how specific it is. But if you found this video, nevertheless, this is Gelena Speaks. I'm going to give you this message that I was giving today, visuals, sensations, feelings, and all. And if you resonate with this, go ahead and give it a like, a share. Go ahead and subscribe so you can keep up with the other messages that I may be channeling just for you. But nevertheless, if you found this video, this message has to specifically be for you. And I know for a fact that you are an awakened being. I know for a fact you know that things around you aren't what they seem. I know for a fact you sense things people are so clueless about. I know for a fact you hear things people are clueless about. I know for a fact that you feel and discern things people are clueless about. Divine being, this spiritual message, this channeled message of awareness is for you. When I woke up this morning, I had a very detailed, profound vision of a gallow. And this gallow had 15 to 20 onlookers, watchers. The gallows itself was empty. Nobody was hung on the gallow yet. Nobody was dangling from the gallow yet. But everybody was just waiting and watching for the birds are behind me. They're like, oh yeah. See, when the birds start coming out, that means the message is very specific, because birds come out for very specific messages. Like, they don't just be in everybody's business. They don't. But when the message is very specific and it needs to be sent, the birds will come out. Back to the gallow. Like 15, 20 people were onlooking the gallow, waiting. It was like they were anticipating the moment where somebody would be brought forth and put to their undoing, demise. And I'm sensing that that group of onlookers looking at that gallow, waiting for the person to come, I'm sensing that there was a stirring up in the crowd, because that person that they were waiting on to meet their demise was nowhere to be found. They never were brought in. And that person is you. So if you are looking at this video, this message is for you. This is a very specific message that only very few people will resonate with. So if you don't resonate with anything in this message, then just leave it behind. But if you resonate with it, I believe, I know, and I feel this video came at the very specific right time. The next vision that came to me when I woke and came into this waking world was a picture of a train on a track standing still. The train was not humming, the engine wasn't running, but there was steam coming out the bottom of the train. This train had light beaming through the windows, but it was darkness all the way around the train. And instantly shifted my vision towards the Polar Express when the kids were heading into the unknown. So kids right off the bat give me innocence, right? And innocence was supposed to be heading into the unknown. And steam was coming out of this train. That lets me know that there was some heat behind whoever had that transportation awaiting for you to head into the unseen. There was some heat behind it. There was some steam coming from it. Like, you ever put a tea kettle on the stove and the pressure get to rising? Like, there was so much pressure bursting out of whatever container or what would be the driving behind the engine that was not sounding off in my vision. But whatever put that train in place to hold you and put you, an innocent, on a journey to the unknown, to your demise, to that gallow. Oh, like, there was real pressure. So, like, somebody had pressure behind wanting to send you to your demise, even though you were an innocent. And Spirit is telling me to tell you everything that you've been sensing around you, everything that you've been hearing around you, tuning into around you, things that would appear and disappear. You would hear footsteps, but look around and did not see anything. You will feel breath, literal breath on the back of your neck and around your ears, as if somebody was hovering over you, like looking at what you were doing. But there was nobody around you that you could physically see. Awakened being, this message is for you. Every time you brought these occurrences to somebody around you and you were trying to explain what you were experiencing, they would just say, "Did you take your medicine today? You sure you had enough sleep?" I don't know. It sounds like you've been watching a sci-fi movie or something. But no, because you are an awakened being, you have somatic responses that occur as a result to stimuli in the unseen that you cannot see with the natural eye, that nobody with the natural eye could feel or hear with their natural 3D, lower vibrational 5 senses that they have become accustomed to. See, your higher self, your spirit guides, the beings that protect you, were giving you signs and letting them arise through your body, through your spiritual, light, luminal body, that you are being watched. You ever been thinking out loud or talking about something that would bear fruit and your mouth just shut up? Like it was like somebody just shut your mouth? Yeah, because you have somebody or bodies or entities or organizations listening to what you have planned. And they know if you see them coming in the physical, they have no chance, like they have no choice. But because they know you aren't fully tapped into all of your gifts right this very second, they are using spiritual tactics to cloak and hide their surveillance. Because you don't fully understand the gifts that you have. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So like I said, this message ain't for everybody, and it's not going to be for everybody. But what I do know is you're not crazy. Nothing is wrong with you. Spirit is wanting me to tell you to pay attention to those somatic responses that you have been feeling, those sensations that you have been feeling, those things that you can't explain. Like, I'm seeing you sitting outside or just alone and by yourself, and you hearing footsteps, like as if there were leaves or grass around or beside you, or a paper or something on the floor, and you can actually hear the weight of footsteps. And when you turn around, like there was nothing to see. That's that confirmation. When you turn around, there was nothing to see. Absolutely, you need to pay attention to when your body, awakened one, is giving you signs that in the unseen, in the spiritual, you need to be on your guard. Yes, you need to be aware to the energy around you and in your aura, things tuning into your field. See, and you even thought you were going crazy, because you were like, I swear somebody was just over my shoulder. Like I can feel them breathing on the back of my neck. I could hear the weights in the footsteps. I can hear when I turn to look, it sounds like somebody's weight is pivoting from one foot to the next. Like I'm hearing spirit saying, shadow. Shadow is significant. Like I see a figure, a shadow, a being. I really can't tell you if it's specifically male or female, because by design it's just a figure of a being, and it's built of a thick shadow, just standing, not waiting for something, but just observing. You have somebody lurking around you, cloaked, doing some type of shadow watching or investigation to something, and they want to know what you're up to, because they can sense they can sense your awakening. Oh my goodness, this took a turn. They can sense your awakening. And what they wanted to do was distort the downloads and transmissions and feelings and sensations and the thoughts that you were having, so you could bring yourself to your own demise. But this is exactly what I want you to do. If you have never ever tried breathwork ever a day in your life, breathwork is everything. It is all. It is the bridge. It is the key for you being able to go deeper into your inner being, your inner dwelling of your spirit, and allow you to integrate and embody all of the sensations and the nature that's emerging from you, so that when these things happen in the future, you won't mistake them for being crazy, and you won't have to look for outside validation of what's going on to you, because people, either they are in on it or they just simply think you talking out the side of your neck. I'm hearing Wizards of Waverly Place. Like, wasn't that on like Disney Channel or something? Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, something. Wizards of Waverly Place. I've never watched it, but that's very significant. And you're going to know what I mean whenever I say Wizards of Waverly Place. That's like you've been experiencing some things that are very specific that go on in that, or that you have seen in that series. Breathwork will have you so tapped in, so tuned in, so aligned, so centered, so still, that nothing will be able to come into your field without you even Like, nothing will be able to come into your field, because your field would be so, like, you'll be so embodied, my dude. Like, you don't even understand. Okay, if you've never done breath work ever a day in your life, this is something that you don't have to spend money on, because it is literally something that is your birthright. You come here with this, because you be finding yourself wondering, is there a way that you can strengthen the sensations that you feel, or the somatic responses that come as a result to you sensing something? And yes, the answer is breath work. I have a free guided breath work in the form of a checklist, and you can find that in the description. Find that in my description of this video, or in the page, wherever it is. And it will guide you to intentional breathing. And once you start intentionally breathing, your awareness, your alignment, you being able to tune in and strengthen everything about you, enriching everything about you, power up everything about you. Like, if you do it constantly, your nervous system will regulate itself. You will be able to recognize those somatic responses and be so finely sensitive and tune into them that nothing can lurk around you or sneak up on you without you being aware. Yeah. I'm telling you, you are not crazy. You have these dreams. You're a dreamer. And in your dreams, they prepare you for what's going on in your waking reality. But in your waking reality, you are not prepared. Yes. This was a very different type of message than what I usually bring, what I usually channel. But Spirit is telling me that you need to prepare your vessel, get more grounded in who you are, enriching your ascension, your consciousness, and you won't be confused any longer. The thing about you is, you may be the only one around you that is awake. I'm feeling you're the only one that is actually fully awake. And so you really can't talk to anybody about anything. Yes, breath work. Breath work will allow you to grow more in your knowing, allow you to build up your energy, will allow you to embody the ability to be more aware, more discerning, more focused. Like, tap into that higher state of consciousness, embody it, rest in it, become it, and become unmesswittable. We shouldn't have to have this conversation again. Go to the link in my description and grab that free breathwork guided session. I have it in the form of a checklist. It's literally 6 steps that break down intentional breathing. And if you are a beginner, all you need to bring is yourself and your breath. Yeah. I'm going to leave it right here, because we shouldn't have to have this conversation again. Until next time.